Good morning, everyone. Thanks to Blaise Alexander Chevy in Muncy, PA. Today I got the keys to this 2022 Toyota Tacoma. This is the TRD Off-Road. Let's go ahead and show you the outside here. Beautiful, beautiful army green. One of my favorite colors, and it'd be because I have the key out of it, but army green with a cement and black interior. This is a good looking truck, guys. I love these DRLs here. This is really, really nice. Got fog lights. Now TRD Off-Roads get the 16-inch wheels with the Goodyear tires on them, Goodyear Wranglers. Man, this army green looks so good. One thing, the front bumper's paint matched and the rear bumper's chrome. Thought that was kind of weird, but I still think it looks really, really nice. So let's drop the tailgate here. Man, does this look good in the sun. Bed's lined. You have an outlet back here. This one happens to have a tonneau cover. Hard quad fold. Really, really good looking. You got your little decals on the bed here. Let's check out the inside. Super, super comfy. I'm sitting where I would normally be comfortable up front, so I actually have a decent amount of room back here, guys. You got some cup holders here. Cool, cool. The rear window power slides. I'll show you the button for that. Yeah, super. Yeah, the cement and black, it's like a two-tone for these. Yeah, super, super comfy. Now, what I'm really excited for is I got to get my hands on a 2024 because the whole body is completely redesigned. Go ahead and shut that off so you can hear what I'm saying next to the engine bay. Let's do, there's the hood pop. So this is what we got here. Ooh, that's a heavy hood. This is a 3.5 liter V6. It makes 278 horsepower and 265 pound-feet of torque, paired to a 6-speed automatic. Fuel economy isn't too bad. It gets like 19 miles a gallon around town and about 24 on the highway. So fuel mileage is actually pretty decent for a mid-size pickup. Pretty cool. Put that down here. Yeah, very heavy hood. Very, very heavy hood. Yeah, guys, I'm super, super excited for the 24 Tacomas to come out. So I thought I'd take one of these for a spin and show you around this, just to show you what the difference is going to be. It is a whole new, it's like the Chevy Colorado, how they redid the truck completely from the ground up. Same thing. So I can't wait for that. And go ahead and start her up. All right. Steering wheel has it feels big, nice chunky feel to it. I actually like it a lot. And continue on the screen here. So home, you can see like your fuel economy, radio. It shows you on a graph, which is kind of cool. Latest is 18.6 miles per gallon, so not too bad. Now, in terms of towing, you might be asking what something like this can tow. The V6 models like this with the double cab with the bigger doors in the back, they tow about 6,400 pounds. So it's not leading the class, but still does everything you need it to do. Now, so you got some buttons over here, so you can figure out, what lights come on when you open up the doors. High beams are automatic. This turns on the outlet in the bed. And then over here you have your forward collision alert. You have your lane keep assist. You have your adaptive cruise is on this little stalk on the back here. You can turn that on. You got adaptive cruise control. Down here you got your, there's your power slide rear window. You got an USB port in here, an outlet. That is a wireless phone charger that I have my phone currently on. got a nice little cubby in here with a USB. And then you have your glove box there. Good bit of room in there. Audio, you got your AM, FM, Sirius XM capability. You can get navigation. This one doesn't have it, but you can get an upgrade for navigation on these. You can also do projection, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. As long as you have a phone connected, you can do that. Now, this is the cool part. This is what gives it the TRD. This is the off-road bits and pieces. So what you're going to do is you're going to be in neutral. Going to turn it to 4 high. Then you can see that little yellow diagram there. That's in 4 high. And you're going to push it in and twist one more time, and that's 4 low. And then you can see 4 lows on, and then your forward collision system is turned off. Traction control is turned off. Now, up here's the cool stuff. There is something called MTS, multi-terrain selector. And this has cruise control for crawling. So if I hit MTS, it shows up right here. You got mud and sand. Let's say multi-terrain select. So it starts out with mud and sand, and you twist this, and the further you go, the more rugged off-road this truck will be able to handle. So you start out with mud and sand, then you twist it, it goes to loose rock, then mogul, then rock and dirt, and then rock. So pretty cool. Now if I turn multi-terrain select off, now we're on crawl. Oh, you have to put it in drive. There we go. Yep, she's locked in all right. All right, crawl. I'm going to press that button, and then you can twist this and turn on your cruise control setting as to what speed you want to rock crawl. That's pretty cool. Turn that off. And we're going to put this back into neutral, and we're going to take her out. Okay. And back to 2-wheel. Put her in park. All right. And then here you can switch through your different driver information. You can see your speed, how many miles till you're empty, outside temperature, average fuel economy. Looks like over a trip distance you can do fuel economy. You scroll over, you could do your roll and pitch angles. You can see if your adaptive cruise and lane departure warning is turned on or off. You got your tire pressure readout. This thing is sweet, guys. All right. It's actually kind of cold in here, so I'm going to turn that off. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to take this thing for a ride. Auto-dimming rear view mirror, too. You can tell it's got the little light on right there. All right, and then there's also a button here. If you were in 4 low, you can actually lock. It has a rear locker, and that is the button for that. Yep, headlights are automatics, got fog lights. Let's go, guys. Steering wheel does, like I said, it has a very nice feel to it. Nice and chunky. V6 has a nice little growl to it. This is a 6-speed rather than some of the 8-speeds that I've driven lately, so I do notice it does kick. You can notice it kicking down a little bit more, but that's just because there's less gears to play with. There's still plenty of torque. We're going to test out how this thing handles up at the top of the hill here with the corners. Steering feels pretty good. A little bit of a screech there. It's got a nice growl to it. Sounds pretty good. Handled pretty well. It does have some kind of feeling in the steering wheel, which is nice. I know a lot of electric power steering, you kind of lose touch with the vehicle, if that makes sense, because you can't really, there's no feeling, there's no input. You just turn the wheel and you don't really feel anything. But this is actually, feels pretty good. Very comfortable. Suspension feels nice. Doesn't bounce you around everywhere, but it's also not super stiff. Brake pedal feel feels oh, there is a cat. That's not good. But brake pedal feel a little on the squishy side. Have to press it a little bit harder than I would like. But I mean, they still work, obviously, so. So some of you might be asking cost. So can't really speak for it in the used market, but when something like this was brand new, I mean, a lot of this stuff was standard, like all the crawl control and multi-terrain selector and the 16-inch wheels and the Wrangler tires. I mean, that's standard stuff. So I mean, the base TRD Off-Road was around a little over 35 grand to start, plus, you know, destination and all that stuff. So I think it was 35,340. So for 35, I mean, it's a very, very capable truck. I mean, there's some mid-sizes that are, 40, 45 or more that don't have that kind of stuff. So this is a very, very capable truck, I guess is the right word for it. A very capable truck for how much you're paying. I mean, you don't have to get like a TRD Pro or a Limited or anything like that. But man, I'll tell you what, cloth seats are comfy, and if you want to go off-roading, this thing has everything you need to do it. I do think this is packaged very well in the segment. I mean, there's no heated seats or anything, but you would have to step up to get that kind of stuff. So I mean, if all you're looking for is off-roading, I mean, this is the trim. Saves you the most money to still be able to do what you want to do with it. Ride quality is certainly there. Like I said, the suspension feels great, and steering input's pretty good. Not really any delay when you steer. Like, it's not like you turn the wheel and then the truck goes. I've driven a couple where that was the case, but it's actually nice. The materials the steering wheel is made out of has a nice feel to it. The texturing's nice. So I think what we're going to do here next is we're going to actually go on the highway. I know the last couple videos, they're in the middle of paving past the on-ramp here, so I didn't want to go on there because of all the road noise. But, you know what? I think we should do a road noise test just to see how it is. The on-ramp is done, is paved, but past it a little bit is not. So we could still do our on-ramp test. And then I'm just curious about the cabin noise. Oh boy, yeah, they just paved this. All right. Oh yeah, no problems at all. It's a torquey thing. Awesome, awesome. Now right here is where they just paved this, and past this bridge right here is where it starts to get a little on the rough side, so. Oh, okay. You can definitely hear it. I don't have to yell over it. But actually not too bad. This is actually a nice test for cabin noise. So I think I'm going to start doing this from now on, as long as it's still unpaved. It's not the whole way, it'll be paved again in about a quarter mile or so. I'll set the cruise. 65. It is adaptive. That's another thing that's nice about this. There is a good bit of safety features standard in this. Adaptive cruise, lane departure, lane keep. It does not have blind spot monitor. That's a separate package, but still, like I said, around 35 grand plus, you know, maybe one or two extra things. Nicely packaged. Well done, Toyota. So oh yeah, you can set your distance there for your adaptive. You can definitely hear the road, but not as hateful as I thought it was going to be. The highway gets quiet right here, so we'll take a see at that too. Very nice. You know, for having big Goodyear Wranglers on it too, wheel wells are very well insulated. You can't really hear them hum at all. And they're not insanely knobby. I mean, Wranglers don't have to be knobby, but yeah, not really a lot of wind noise. I'd consider this a pretty well insulated cabin. I keep looking that way, thinking there's another lane there. I don't know why I look that way. That's literally an off-ramp. I don't know what I'm thinking when I do that. That is such an unnecessary habit. But yeah, overall, very impressed, guys. I do think this has a lot of capability in the price range that it's set at in its class. I mean, you do have the brand new Chevy Colorado that just came out, where if you get the ZR2, you do get a good bulk of that stuff. However, you're also spending about, you know, 40, 45, maybe even 50,000, depending on what options you have. I mean, that's a little more capable with the shocks and everything. Multimatic dampers, you can't really compare the two, but and it only gets better from here. This is actually kind of on the lower end of the Toyota trim lineup. It's no Limited or TRD Pro, but I was actually very, very impressed. I'll go right here. Popular place to park today. Of course, with Toyotas, you have like the maze shifter, I call it. Oh, we'll test out the backup camera. Okay, no turning with the ladders, but it's still nice. It's HD, it looks very crisp and clear. Not too bad. All right. Very good. Okay. I smile every time I see this army green. This is literally one of my favorite colors. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. I know I enjoyed making these videos. And again, thank you very much to Blaise Alexander Chevy in Muncy, PA for allowing me to do these. And I will see you guys in the next one.